Alright guys, with much of the country back in lockdown, I thought I would do a little home workout for you, just using our power bands, resistance bands, and hip loops. So it's going to be a full body in time, so go grab your stuff, pause this video, so that you can be doing it with me at the exact same time. So I'm going to go turn the timer on and we are going to get to it. So we will be starting with some sumo deadlifts, so standing in your power band, girls. And if you want to make it hard, you hold both bands. If you want to make it a bit easier, you let it go and go with the one. So totally up to you and your level. I recommend using the purple or the black band. So keeping that chest nice and open, sinking it down, knees tracking with your toes, bum getting low, so that you are working that full glute and hamstring as well as the quads. So we should be starting to feel lots of blood flow, getting nice and warm already, girls. Nearly there, keep it going. All right, I recommend dropping down a band or two. You're going to stand in your band or on your band. So if you're on your band, it's hard. If you're in, you are just in the one. It's going around the arch of the foot, holding on, and we're taking it into our straight leg deadlift. So bracing your core, nice neutral spine, pushing the hips back, feeling that stretch through your hamstring skills, and your knees and toes are tracking in the same direction. Nice neutral spine that whole time. Bracing the core and keep pushing it back. Feeling it lengthen through that under bum there, girls. This is how we get our bums nice and perky. Ooh, nearly there. Couple more. Beautiful. All right, we are getting rid of our power bands. We're moving on to your hip loop. If you don't have a hip loop, or the hip loop is a bit too intense for you, drop it back to a resistance band. I love the cotton hip loop though, it's nice and soft on your legs. Now taking the feet hip width apart, we are working into a squat. So taking it down nice and deep, girls. If you follow my Instagram, you know I've already done this workout today because I had technical issues with my camera. Woo, feeling that burn. Make sure those knees track with your toes, girls. Don't let them come in. Work against that bend. Make that outer glute work. Keep it going. Don't let it slack, girls. Nearly there. Oh, feeling that heat. Should put the aircon on. All right, we are leaving the hip loop on, but we're taking it down onto our mat. All good if you don't have a mat, it's just a little bit of cushioning for your back. We're going into a hip raiser, so feet hip width apart, heels against your bum, knees tracking with your toes, hands by your side, push the hips up, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, and bring it back down, but not quite touching the floor, pushing it up. Make sure those knees don't buckle in, girls. Work it against your hip loop so that outer glute is really firing. Add a little pause at the top if you want a little extra, so squeeze those glutes at the top. You can do it, girls. Woo. Who needs cardio when you got legs? Nearly there. Keep that control, keep squeezing those glutes, feeling the bum burn. Oh, thank goodness. All right. We are moving on. Grab your light resistance band. Chucking it up above your knees. You can choose to not use the band with this one if you want to, girls. We are going into a clam. So this thigh is resting on the floor. Feet are up in the air, but keeping them touching, extending, opening out that hip, lifting that knee, using that outer glute. Only go as far as you can control with your glute. So if that means this is the move, that's fine. You work with your strength. Keep yourself nice and neutral. Don't be rocking back and forth. Just keep it as strong and as isolated in that glute as possible. Nearly there, girls. Keep it going. Feeling it burn. Woo. Yesterday's DOMs are kicking in. All right, getting ready for that other side. Enjoy that rest. Setting yourself up. Remember that thighs on the floor, feet are up, soles of the edges of the feet are touching. A nice neutral body. If you don't want to keep your head up, you can totally lay it down. It's up to you. Focus on that glute. Take note, is this side a little weaker? And just work within its abilities, but still push it to its limits. Nearly there, girls. Oh my goodness. Nearly there. Okay. One more lower body exercise and then we're moving on to that upper body. So do not do the same side. Swapping sides. We're going to our side laying leg. If you're crazy, move the band around your ankles. If you're sane, leave it above your knees. Again, keeping that plane with your body, not swinging backwards and forwards and only lifting as high as that glute can lift you. Focus on that glute. You should feel it really burning up. "45 seconds has never felt so long." Nearly there, girls. You can do it. Keep going. Oh, so close. Keep going. Don't quit. Oh my goodness. Feeling that fire. Thank God it's the last of the leg exercises. So, swapping sides. Making sure that band is still in the right spot on your legs. And go. Last leg exercise, girls. You can do it. Just push through this 45 seconds and then we'll be moving to your upper body. You can do it. Woo. You can do it. Keep going. Don't quit. Think of that round, perky type bum. Once you're done. Oh my goodness. Doing this for the second time today is killing me. Keep going. Come on, bum. Oh, okay. Thank God the lower body is finished. It is time for some upper body. So, grabbing, I recommend either your black or purple band. We're going to do some bent over rows. So standing on or in your band just like you did with the straight leg. So it's harder standing on your band like I am. Neutral spine and you are just rowing it. So elbows stay close to your body, nice neutral spine. Bracing that core, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Don't shrug, girls. Make sure it's a pull back so that you are using those back muscles, training in our good posture. If that is too hard with both the bands there, just back it off. Stand on one, wrap your hands around, and it's significantly easier. Remember, you have the different resistances of band, so work within your abilities. You can do it, girls. All right, we're gonna move on to some bicep curls. So I'm gonna go a lighter band because these are a much smaller muscle. Standing in your band, the wider your feet, the harder it will be because you're taking up more of your band's resistance. Wrapping your hands around, keep those elbows close as you curl it up. Bringing the thumbs up to the shoulders, but keep your elbows by your side. So you should be feeling this in your biceps here, girls. That should be the focus. If you're feeling it elsewhere, you're doing it wrong. Make sure your core is always braced. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck your rib cage. A little softness in the knees. Oh, feeling those biceps burn, girls. Gonna be sore tomorrow. Keep those elbows by your side. Next, we are going to move it into a shoulder press. So you're still going to be standing in your band again. If your feet are closer, the easier it will be because there's less band that you are taking up. You can choose to sit in your band for this one. It will make it easier. So you're standing, palms up, pressing it up, bracing your core. Doing well. If you're going to sit, girls, keep going. Don't stop. You are going to sit on the band and grab your band and press it up. So it'll give you more band, so there'll be less resistance. It'll make it easier. So if standing on the band just made it too hard, you couldn't get those arms up, sit it down. Just chuck your legs out in front. Here we go. Doing well, guys. Third upper body exercise in. Okay, next we're going to bring it down to the floor. You can upgrade your power band if you want. You're going to wrap it around your back and lay it back, soles of the feet on the floor, elbows out, pressing it up. We're going into a power band chest press. So trying to keep those elbows and wrists as stacked as possible, holding through the thumbs and focusing on these chest muscles, girls. So bring it up and down. If you have a bench at home, you can add the bench. It will give you a bit more range of motion, so you'll get further down. Keep it going. Chest is a weak point for so many women. So we need to work our chest, girls. It's part of good posture. Ooh. Doing well, girls. Okay, next, sitting on your band, we're going to do a tricep extension. Now you can do this standing, it's super hardcore if you're doing it standing though. So you're going to extend it up and bend it down. So find that resistance in your bands, girls, grabbing low enough that you create resistance that works well for you. So find that point, get it to work. You should be feeling it through here in both arms. So bracing that core, sitting upright, or if you've chose to stand up, that is simple as a little heel in the band, taking the hands up and over and bending it up and down. This one is so much harder, girls. Regret demoing it last. Bracing your core, keep it going. Think of those tuck shop arms firming up, girls. Ooh, okay, good work. We're going to go one more for the back. It's going to be a reverse fly. If you are hardcore, go both bands. I'm not hardcore, I'm going one band. I'll stand slightly to the side. So there's a little softness in the elbows, hands start shoulder width apart, and squeezing those shoulder blades, pulling the band apart. So the more slack you have in the front here, the easier it is going to be. So if it's a little too intense, just back it off. Work within your abilities. We should always work in those abilities. Don't mix your capabilities up with your probabilities, girls. So squeezing those shoulder blades. Remember not to shrug. We don't want to be using our traps. No one's here for a fat neck. Keep it going. Good work, girls. Feeling that in the back of the shoulders, in the lats. You can do it. Let's take it down for some abs, girls. We're going to start with a Russian twist. You can add some weight if you want to, but you do not have to. You can do a Russian twist with plenty of challenge with no weight. So toes pointing up, 90-degree angle, tuck your tailbone, tuck your rib cage, find that lean to where you find it difficult, and then rotating the core. Make sure you're using those muscles as you twist. Doing well, girls. Keep it going. Draw that belly button in. Don't lose that core. If you're just starting to swing about, stop, reset, and keep going. We don't want to be just flicking our backs and not using our core. Keep those knees controlled, toes controlled. Nice open chest, neutral spine. You can do it, girls. All right. Making our way onto our back, we're going to go into a reverse crunch. So you can keep the knees bent with these, or you can extend them up if you want. Hands are just down by your side, but they're not doing any work. They're just there to stabilize you. So you're going to curl it up. And I'm sure the mums at home have already had their kids interrupt. And any of you pet owners have probably been attacked before now. Just roll with it. Keep going. I just want your love. Hey, good girl. All right, focus on those transverse abdominals, that pelvic floor. This is a great one for any of those expecting mums and the mums that have just had their bubs. This will help repair some of that damage down there, especially if you had a C-section. We're nearly there, girls. You can do it. I'm going to give you an option for the last one. You can either go a dish, which you can have the soles of the feet on the floor, bracing the core, or you can lift the legs and make it harder, but your back should stay connected. Or if you want the team plank, get up on your hands, stack them in underneath your wrists, elbows, and shoulders should all be stacked. Feet hip width apart. If you go wider, it's easier. If you go narrower, it's harder. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your rib cage. Don't be dropping down, keeping that on. If you're team dish, don't feel like you're going to lift those legs. You're better off to feel that core working, drawing that belly button down and that pelvic floor up and in, than lifting your legs and not using those abdominal muscles. So hold it on, girls. We're nearly there. Workout is nearly complete. And if you are not a red hot sweaty mess like me, you haven't tried hard enough. Nearly there. Good work, girls. I'm just going to go turn that timer off. All right, girls. Good luck with the rest of your lockdown. Go do this one. Tag me in your sweaty post workout selfie on Instagram. So at Team Smart Coaching, we love to see it. If you enjoyed this workout, there's plenty more home workouts under the Smart Subscriber or Smart Start. So if you want to go check them out, I will chuck the link in my description. And remember, just because there's no gyms doesn't mean you can't move your body. You won't lose your muscle. You will maintain it because it will be under resistance, especially if you prioritize your nutrition. And if you're just wanting a weight loss goal, not so stressed about those muscles, just keep moving your body. So thanks for tuning in, girls, and drop a comment. Let me know if you liked it and you want to see more of these.